Mark, check out gold.
Silver just dropped through the floor too.
Same thing with gold.
You see the drop in silver?
If you want to lock your trades, you also want to check your downside at the same time.
Let me unmute. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and trading program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, and we're glad you could be here. AmericanDreamTrading.com was created by, is owned by, is managed by, is legally incorporated as a business by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And why do we call him Coach? Because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, you name it. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us on how to do that. Again, my name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the training moderators and your host here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Thank you to Coach for filling in for me yesterday. Well, I took a day away to help celebrate my wife's birthday yesterday. And we had a great time. We had beautiful weather where we live. It wasn't humid. The sun was shining. It was just a beautiful day altogether. Went out to eat and did some shopping. Going into one shop, into the next shop, and driving here, driving there. Had a good time. It was a good day away. It's good to get away once in a while. Glad you could be here with us today. If this is your first time here with us today, you know the routine. and that is to click subscribe, click follow, click like, click notify so that you do not miss any upcoming events that we have here. We are live here at AmericanDreamTrading.com 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 to 4, Monday through Friday, and we have the aftermarket show over on our Discord channel, American Dream Trading. Check that out. How's the audio? How's the feeds looking over there, out there on the social medias? Check, 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 mic check. Everything look good, sound good? If you can hear me, type a 1. That way I know everything's working. All right. Part of the advantages of having a paid membership with AmericanDreamTrading.com is that you get to have a training and trading starting as early as 4 a.m. each and every day through 4 p.m. And also we have our entry package allows you in at 8:45 to 4. That's a live Zoom call with live training and trading Monday through Friday. And for our Diamond and VIP Gold members, we actually have training on Saturday. So glad you all could be here. Thank you all for showing up. Make sure you click that thumbs up button over there on YouTube if you're watching over there. So we just thank you for being here. Right before or as we were going live, I guess I should say, the members were calling out a big drop in gold and silver, in other words, the metals. I believe somebody posted in there that they're going to be clarifying what the tariffs are on gold here shortly. So therefore, there was a reaction to that little news blurb. You can see the big drop there. That's a lot of money, actually. All right, so we'll see what happens there. It's come down and it's kind of settled out already. So the initial hoopla appears to be over with. All right, so let's take a look at the indices here real quick, see if there's anything that we can trade. Let me see here. All right, so we got ES is kind of stepping up slowly. It is coming up here to the top of this channel. So I would expect it to consolidate here, if not outright reject. We shall see. Can I enter a trade here now? Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice, strong trade. It's still staying above the 9, right? Can I come in here and grab it for a few dollars? Probably, right? But I don't expect much here because it's got to get above this double top here, right? So if you jump in before it clears the previous high candles here, because they're so close together, in other words, a double top, you're setting yourself up for failure. See, I'm already down in this trade. A lot of times we have people say, well, I got in a trade and I was red immediately. Well, there's reasons for that. This is what happens when you don't wait for the break up or break upwards, right, above this previous level. Does that mean it won't go up there? No, it doesn't mean that, but this is where you have to learn to wait, right? Trading isn't all just about clicking a button, getting in and get out. That's the easy part. Knowing to do with what you see on your screen is the hard part. So as you can see, I'm down over $6,000 because I did not wait for this to break and hold above this level. And now I'm getting a retracement, right? So that's where you got to learn to trust your indicators, learn your levels. This is a double top right here, right? If this comes back up, this has to come up over here to move up. And now I'm going to be jammed up against my regression channel anyway. So I wanted to show you what the potential was. Now, it doesn't mean this can't still go back up there. But there's no way I'm going to sit here and watch myself lose $10,000 that fast, right? So you have to know what your entry criteria are on every trade. If you're entering a trade and going red immediately after, well, you probably missed something that was, if you were properly educated in how to do this, you probably missed a very important piece of information on that chart. So anyway, let me close this out. Let me reset this thing here for what it's worth. This is just a paper trading account, by the way. This is not real money. I never trade my real money while I'm live and talking, right? Because I'm not 100% focused, laser focused, like I like to say, on my trade. And by doing so, that will cost you a lot of real money. So I'm not going to sacrifice my family's account while I'm talking. Nothing against you fine folks, but ready. All right. Good to see Garrick over there and Faye's Clan and Mr. Baba. Thank you for showing up there. Dean just come in and Jade Made in the USA's over there. So now we have a downward trend. So see how much money this can lose. Now, if I get a break and hold below this 9, I will enter to the short side. I'm going to wait for this 21 right here, though, first. I want to see this, see if it's going to bounce off the 21 or continue downward. If it continues downward, I still am going to have a lot of barriers that I got to break through here. If you draw a line here, you know, you can see how these candles stopped right here, right? Kind of lines up with the top of this one. So that's going to be a barrier if it gets down here below the 55. But right now, this would be a super weak trade, probably detrimental. Oh, thanks, Ralph, about the copper. I see that. I'm looking at maybe doing a swing trade on copper, but I'm probably going to wait till Sunday night to do it. Was waiting on a key level. So I'm waiting on a break and hold down here. This is pretty weak. This candle did not start on the shoulder of the previous candle. As a matter of fact, it is hanging up here to finding resistance on the 21 EMA. Pretty strong EMA. I'm not as concerned about the 55, but the 9 and the 21, I want to make sure that it's going to respect that. All right, so we'll wait and see here what happens for a minute or two. If it breaks on through to the other side, then we'll go ahead and play it. If not, we'll move on and look at something else. While we're doing that, let's take a quick peek at gold. Gold is kind of executing its way up there. It's just kind of flat. What's the Russell doing? Russell's trapped between the 21 and the 9, so that's not in a good spot right now. Need this either to come up here and break above the 21, which would, in itself, that would be a weak trade. Why is that? Because of the way my indicators are lined up. They're kind of lining up for a downtrend. See the 9? I want to see the 9, 21, and 55 in that order. So if I'm looking for a downside trade, I want to see the 9, which is the white line, the blue line, which is the 21, and then this orange line in that order from 9, 21, 55. So right now it's in the process of trying to change over, but it's not. So makes a hair weaker. Plus it's right there at the 200, which is our second strongest indicator. This is the main reason I wouldn't do it. I want to wait and see it break and hold below the 200 MA. So ES is just sitting here flat. Would be nice if these things start to move a little bit, but we'll wait and see. Part of not losing your count is making sure that you have proper entries into a trade, and you have to have your criteria. What's your entry, right? I told you I want to see a break and hold off the 9. I haven't seen that yet. It's got below the 9, but it hasn't broken held. And I also said that I want to see it below the 21. It never happened. It touched it, but it's tend to respecting the 21 here today. It has broke through the 9 a couple times, got close to touching 21. So historically today, or in the last short period of time, it has indeed respected the 21. In other words, it's bouncing off of that and going back up, okay? So I can keep that back in my mind as an overall trend so far. Man, my throat is sore. I don't even feel I talked that much today, did I? Of course, I always talk, so I probably did. All right. What else? Anybody else see anything moving out there? Let's take a look at NQ, which is the NASDAQ. It's the same way. It's flat. So nothing exciting going on here. By the way, if you do have a question about anything regarding futures, feel free to ask your question or post your comment in your social media chat box there, and we'll try to do our best to answer your question actually live as time allows. Crypto Bull asks over there on TikTok, SPX. What about it? Do I trade it? No, I don't personally trade it. I'm going to one day. I just haven't. I kind of equate, and it's not really, but you know, for its volatility, NQ is pretty volatile also. But I have not personally traded SPX. I've done a lot of SPY and ES, but not SPX itself. And I've told the members I intend on doing that someday. I just haven't. Really no need to. The desire to trade SPX is really not there, other than to say I have traded it, because I never have. That's, well, matter of fact, that's probably the only thing I haven't traded is SPX, quite honest with you. So I just should get that out of the way just to say I did it, right? I don't know I could do it successfully. It just, I haven't, for whatever reason. I don't know why. Actually, Coach warns us not to trade SPX unless you're a super experienced trader with lots of time under your tool belt. It's not for the faint of heart. You can destroy your account very quickly. So high risk, high reward kind of thing, right? I know I can navigate it successfully. I don't have any issues with my confidence as a trader and my skills as a trader, right? Learned all this from Coach over the last 2.5+ years. So this is my 3rd year of trading, and I do this full time. So been very successful at it. A year after year, my success goes even more. And it's not because I'm suddenly the world's greatest trader. It's because I have experience, right? The things that Coach has been teaching day in and day out have really clicked with me, right? I really comprehend the things that I need to know to be successful. And again, successful is not about the money that's in your bank account, even though I have quite a bit. Well, it's how you define success. Maybe you're, and honestly, quite honestly, my definition of success is making enough money so that after I pay all my expenses, I have at least, and do the things I want to do for fun, and having $1 left over. That's my definition of success, right? It's not about how much is in the bank account or fancy cars and all that. That's just not who I am. I'm a redneck hillbilly, you know, I got simple views. Me, I'd rather have more guns and guitars, right, than I would having Ferraris in my driveway. That's what makes me happy. Guitars and guns, right? So if I'm going to go blow money on stuff, that's where I would blow my money on it. Yes, I paid cash for my last car, but that's beside the point, right? I only did that just because I could, right? I took a day's worth of profits and went and bought a new car with it. We was getting one anyway. It just so happened to work out that way. So, yeah, I'm not into the flashy stuff, right? Yes, I wear loud shirts. Does my picture on my lighting look like it's kind of muted? Look a little dark on the socials there. What do you guys think? Look at your social medias on your monitors and tell me what you think. Half of it is
A little.
Is it a little? I mean, I could boost.
Probably more lighting direction than anything.
Let me see if I can boost it up a little bit. Without getting it too reflective on my glasses. That's part of the problem. It's right in my face, right? So let's boost this a hair more here. And the
Mark,
other.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Thank you for inspiring me. You are an awesome trader. And what time do you normally trade? Can you break it down a little bit for me?
When I wake up in the morning, I could be anywhere from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Generally, I would say on average, what I do like is trading the London market, and that opens at 3 a.m. So if I'm awake at 3 a.m., which 9 out of 10 days I am, if not earlier, I come down and I start trading the London market, which opens at 3 a.m. Eastern. So that gives me between 3 and basically 8 o'clock to do all the trading I really need to for the day, right? And there's enough volume and everything there that I can make some good money in that amount of time, right? Obviously, the New York sessions where all the volume's at, right? The only disadvantage of trading at that time of the day is I'm paying the higher margin rates, right? Webull has an overnight rate, and that's what you got to pay. So therefore, even though I may average trading 100 contracts during the open session at 9:30, because like a contract of NQ is like $1,700, right? Roughly, it's less than. But that same contract in the middle of the night is what is it? Almost 34,000. So obviously, I'm not going to be trading $3 million in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? So I'm trading less, but I'm still doing good, right? So it seems sufficient. And you get enough volume and enough movement, there's always something moving. Like today, I didn't take my first trade till about, I don't know, a little bit after 4, I mean. I don't know, about 10 after 4, something like that, I forget. Maybe it was before 4. And I traded gold. I traded gold almost the entire time and did very well on it. It had some nice movements. And I was trading 20 and 30 contracts of gold this morning. And even that's expensive at that time of the day. So, but, when it comes 9 o'clock, then I could trade 100 contracts of anything I want. So part of that's the restricted part. But, it's just, why is this TikTok thing doing this?
Do you do
Uh,
any hot stocks?
I do. I used to do nothing but since I became part of the futures program, I very rarely. I've maybe done 4 trades on the hot stock picks in 4 a.m. in the pre-market in the last 2 weeks. What I did, was that in the last 2 weeks? I did hit one for pretty good money. I think it was like $800 or something. I think.
Last week, I think.
Was it? Yeah, I'm thinking. I can't remember what
I
it
think so.
was, but I'm thinking that I did. But no, but I'm there every morning at 4 a.m. like I always have been. I have been in there at 4 a.m. since day one, since joining American Dream Trading. So it's a great training ground. I believe everybody should have a VIP membership and up, because yes, there's not that many movers as far as hot stock goes if you're going to trade stocks, but they are there. You got to be present to get them, right? Occasionally you get them 1,000% movers and you can make some serious money. But what we do there, because we start training and trading at 4 a.m., it's a fantastic opportunity to learn how to trade, learn how to scalp, because you can only scalp in a pre-market, right? We're trading these crap stocks basically, and none of us have probably heard before, and now they start running. You can only trade up because 99.99% of them you cannot short. Plus you have to have a margin account too, right? So you have to learn to trade upward on momentum and learn how to trade off the 9 and learn how to trade without using a stop, because there's no stops in the pre-market, which makes it even more risky, right? So if you're a new trader, obviously it's not the place you want to be, but it is a skill that you need to add to your tool belt. And that's where I learned how to scalp, which is my primary way of trading now. I enjoy the scalping, right, rather than sitting there all day and let one thing run, which is more monetarily beneficial to let it run, but it's more valuable for the training, extra training, because you could actually go in there and we could talk about something you want to know about for half an hour without even thinking twice about it, right? The groups are smaller. There's really not much movement. If something starts moving, we stop and we trade it, and we go right back to training again. So I highly recommend it as a member of, if you're a member, and I know you are a member of AmericanDreamTrading.com, that's where you start getting up and getting your education on, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern time, or whenever you can get there, right? So
Yeah.
I learned more by being in the pre-market, because of the availability to be able to really deep dive into stuff.
I know, but I have talks with Schwab, and I don't have 25,000, and I can't. It's not a margin, so they won't let me do futures right now. They might be lowering that amount. I don't know.
Well, you don't need a lot of money. You can open up a Webull account throw a couple $100 in there, $1,000 in there if you want. You're not trading on margin in the pre-market. Okay. Now you could, if you had a margin account, of course you could. You could trade Tesla and all that stuff, right? Whatever you want to trade, but you could trade the hot stocks starting at 4 a.m. versus 7 a.m. the toss lets you. You can open up a Webull account, throw a couple $100 or $1,000, whatever you want in there, and you can go in there and participate in trading. A lot of we like trading stocks that are $5 and under. Is there ones that'll cost more than that? Well, yeah, but you just don't trade those ones. That's all. You trade what you can afford to trade. So that's what a lot of people do. We have a lot of TOS members in our group. There's no reason to change brokers if you like where you're at, right? Every broker has its ups and downs, and TOS's is one of them. They don't let you trade before 7, correct? So what a lot of TOS members do is they do that very thing. They'll open up a Webull account, Webull brokerage account, and you can start trading at 4 a.m. But you don't need money to come in and get trained, right? It costs nothing to come in trained. That's what your paid membership gets you, right? So you can come in there and sit and learn paper trade. You can paper trade for free, right? Doesn't cost you a dime. You're not risking your account or anything. So welcome. I would encourage you to start doing that if you're able to, right? Based on your schedules and everything. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. It really accelerated and solidified what Coach was already teaching on a daily basis. It really did. All right, what else we got going on here? Let's take a look. Everything's flat. Why does this do this? Market went nuts yesterday when Coach was here, didn't it? Here's ES coming down. I missed that. All right, there's my break of the 9. There's my confirmation candle. It's really not on the shoulder of the previous candle, but if this breaks, I can play this down to right here or to this regression line here. I really want to get my, oh, right there it is. Look at the wrong thing. What am I looking at here? ES. Get my right L2 up here. We got a order, big order down there. It's 412. I think I'll try to do a quick scalp on this. There's my stop, just in case it pulls back. 414, there was an order down there. 411, 412 wants to pull. There we go. Just like I said, come down to the regression channel. I'm going to take that 2,500 bucks. Bam, $2,500 minus the fees. So that's 1350. Must have got filled at 2. I don't know. I think I got screwed out of money there. Oh, look at this ginormous pull down here, right? Now, I jumped in there without looking at my L2. That's going to be a mistake on my part. That wasn't a smart thing to do, Mark. I was an impulsive click there. And I do that occasionally. Now I'm paying the price. That, all I can do is see if this is going to come back down to 411. That order is still there. Still wants to pull back down to 412, which is right where I got in at. And there are some orders down there at 411. So this hopefully will pull back down here unless they start throwing some more orders in. So this, right now, it's set up to pull. Doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. I'm looking at my L2, and it's showing big orders down there, but if people continue to throw orders up at the higher price, it'll override those at the bottom. So waiting to see. If I see green here at all, I'm taking it, and I don't care how far it goes down because I made a mistake on my entry there, and I just got stopped out apparently. Yes, I did. I'm looking at the L2, not paying attention to my chart. So see what that mistake cost me? That cost me a lot of money right there. Fake money, but irregardless, I don't like losing even on paper trading. So, but that was my own dumb fault. I was over there going to put my finger over the button and keep it there, but I clicked instead. And I know it clicked as soon as I did it. So is your shirt company publicly traded? I doubt it. It's Rima, R-I-M-A is the brand name of this shirt. You'd have to go explore that yourself. I'm sure it's owned by a publicly traded company, but you have to go and look. All right. Okay. Yeah, Rima is actually the name of the shirt. R-I-M-A. I will type it in your little chat box up there if you like. R-I-M-A. I get my mouse over there. R-I-M-A. There you go. Rima. Why did I know that? Because I get asked and commented everywhere I go about my shirts. I cannot go anywhere wearing these shirts without somebody saying something about it. Nice shirt. I think everybody's just hitting on me. I think that's what it is. That's a way to hit on me, I think. You think? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Hard to say no to a shirt like that.
Yeah. I mean.
I think it's the shirt more.
Is it? Oh, you think it's a shirt, Ralph? Oh, come on, Ralph. You're hurting my self-esteem. I thought it was me.
That's a nice shirt. It's nice on you.
Okay. J-Dog wants to know, will my trading get better if I wear Hawaiian shirts too? They're actually Caribbean shirts, but thank you very much. All I can say, J-Dog, is I wear these shirts, and I consider myself, in my world, to be a successful trader. So you can. I'm not saying the shirts do it, but you know, all I can do is suggest you go buy yourself one and find out. You know, I can't. I'm not endorsing the shirts. I mean, I do endorse the shirts. I highly recommend you get them. They're the best shirts in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Silky smooth. They're a blended polyester. I don't know what they blend it with, but it's not your traditional plastic shirt. You know what I mean? And they last forever. I've had some of these for 20 years, and they look brand new still. I think they shrunk a little bit. I keep yelling at my wife, keep putting them in a dryer. Oh, I got a couple of the older ones. I don't know, they're a little tight. I think my wife shrunk them. Yes, Rima is the shirt manufacturer. I don't know. Go check it out. Let me know. There's a good exercise for everybody who wanted to know. Find out the company that makes Rima shirts and see if it's a publicly traded company. I'm sure it's not Rima who makes the shirts, but probably a corporation that owns that brand name. Now, they do have their own website. There you go. There's a way. And then tell me about the company that owns them. Are they a good clothing company or not compared to others in their industry? See? See how this developed? See how I turned this around? You guys are making fun of my shirts. Now I turned it around into an investing exercise. All right, let me know. Does the shirt come with every membership? Well, if you go to their website, you can buy yourself one for like 20 bucks, 22 bucks. And they have them on sale a lot of times too, where they're buy like 5 or something. They knock the price down or something. I don't know. I usually buy them when they're on sale. Anyhow, yeah, there you go. If you do go to their website and buy one, make sure you say, hey, I saw your shirt on YouTube. This guy on American Dream Trading's channel was wearing your shirt. You should go check it out. There you go. Now you're thinking, Orklo. I like how you think. All right, I want somebody, first one to tell me. First one to tell me the company that makes it and what their gross revenues. I will give them a 1 month free futures membership. There you go. Bang. You have 5 minutes to come up with the answer. You already, and it's only for people who don't have memberships. All right? It ain't J.C. Penney. They don't even exist anymore. All right? I don't even know the answer myself, quite honest with you. It has to be verifiable. You have to put your, I don't have a referral link. All right, come on. There's an exercise for you. What company manufactures them, and what was their gross revenue last year? Hurry up. You ain't got all day. All right? I'll give you 5 minutes to find the answer. All right? And if you find it unless I find it before you do.
Mark, I gotta step out for a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
In a bit.
Okay. Now here's another hint. It's from Rima Beach World. All right. There's other Rimas. All right. Because there
Hey,
are.
Mark,
What?
when you started futures, did you start with the minis before you went to the full?
Yeah, with micros. You start with micros. That's the smallest you can trade.
Is that what you did?
Yes, sir. Started with $700. $700 account, trading one micro at a time.
And how long till you went to the big boys?
I get asked that all the time, and I forget the answer. I'd have to go back in my journal and look. But
That's okay.
well, I traded one until I had enough money that I could trade two. And once I had enough to trade 2 micros, I traded 2. And then when I had enough to trade 3, I traded 3. Then I had enough to get to 5, and I traded 5 for quite a while. That's what really built my account. And then once I got enough the money to afford 1 E-mini, plus I had a buffer, right, in case you had losing trades, because you will have losing trades. Then I started trading 1 E-mini, and then I did the same thing. Trade 1 E-mini for a long time. Built up my account, went to 2 E-minis, 3 E-minis. Then I stayed at 5 E-minis for the longest time and continued to really, that's where I bought my first one at, Bob Hatter, St. Martin. That's where I got my first Rima shirt. Yeah, they say they're Hawaiian, but I don't know anybody that's come back from Hawaii wearing one. They're all in the Caribbean. They push that brand down there in the Caribbean islands. I've been there multiple times. But yeah, that's how you do it. You start out with micros. It's the smallest risk. Yes, it sucks to trade micros because you're making dollars at a time, but that's how you build your account, right? And then you go from there. So,
and how many contracts you doing now?
I'm doing on 100 minis on about every trade now, unless I am. I do trade 50 and 30 and 20 and all that. I mean, if I'm getting tight on a trade, like it's coming up to a double top or something, I'll cut it down from 100 down to 50 or something. But generally, my average, I do 100 now, 100 contracts, E-minis. So it took me a long time to get there. I didn't just jump there. I kept up in my game little by little, right? It's only been in the last, I don't know, few months maybe.
Yeah. Have you ever moved your stop?
Down or up?
Down.
Are you supposed to move your stop down?
No.
Yes, I have done that, and it cost me a lot of money one time. And back when I first started trading. You never move your stop down. Now you can adjust it once you get into your trade, but you don't move it with hopium that it's going to bounce, right, on a pullback because you made a bad decision to get in or it just reversed on you just because it did, right? You don't pull your stop down. You take the loss like a man and rip the Band-Aid off and get out, and that's just one bad trade. Bob Hatter, it has the correct answers. Bob, you're not a current ADT member. I don't recognize that name, sir. Would you like a 1 month free membership in futures? Because you have earned it, sir. Mr. Roma is correct. And how did he find that information? He just went to this website. That's all he did. I don't know that it's a publicly traded company, though. I don't see anything in there that said that. Yep.
Mark, there's franchise opportunities for you if you want to
I've
buy
seen that.
in wholesale. You can buy big ass boxes of shirts.
Yes, I
put
could.
ADT on them.
Well,
yeah,
I could. Yeah.
It's a good idea, huh?
Bob says, I am a member of, what are you a member of, Bob? ADT? Bob Hattar? He's over there on YouTube. Waiting on Bob to answer. Oh, you're already a member? Okay. Well, you're the first to answer correctly anyway. Nobody else did, so. All right, well, you don't win, but thanks for playing anyway. If you hadn't been a member, you would have won. Are you a member of do you have a futures membership, though? That's what I'm asking. You may be a member of ADT, but do you have a futures membership? Oh, you do? Why are you not in our live Zoom, Bob? That's my question. Are you in there under a different name? You have a different user?
I found something with a little action, too. Well.
I'm having a conversation with Bob over here.
Yeah, why Bob ain't in here?
I don't know. You get a real live trading here, Bob. Real time. No delays like you have a 30 to 45 second delay over there on YouTube. You could be in here on our live Zoom. Okay, well, anyway. Thanks for playing. Bob got it first. Nobody else even really, it is not publicly traded. That is correct. All right.
Bob over there with the common folk.
Oh, well, you're not a member of, okay, now we got the story straight. Bob is not a futures member. Okay, Bob? Bob, go over, make out a help desk ticket. Tell the girls there, because I know it's probably be Arlo or one of them that will handle your ticket. Tell them that you won a free 1 month membership, futures membership off of YouTube today, just for watching.
Congratulations, Bob.
There you go, Bob. There you go. Now you opened the door for that. You give him a free shirt. Okay. Congratulations, Bob. Now. Oh. Okay, it's hot potato. All right, now I know who you are.
I thought it was
we don't want hot potato in our futures, do we?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let him in. Okay, hot potato. Over there.
Congratulations.
Make out a help desk ticket. When I see it pop up there, I'll confirm. Just tell them you want a free 1 month free futures membership. Now you know how that works, right? If you don't cancel before the end of the month, you'll be automatically billed for the monthly membership. So if you don't want to stay in the futures, make sure that you cancel it before the end of your 30 days. So head on over there, Bob. When I see your ticket pop up, I will make sure they're aware of what I did. All right.
Hey, Mark, did they charge you for your trades and your account?
Yes, it comes right off the top. As soon as you enter the trade, you pay the entrance, and as soon as you exit, you get paid the exit. So it's like in an ES trade is $4.28 round trip. In other words, you get charged $2.14 when you buy it, and then they charge you the $2.14 when you exit. So it's $4.28 per contract. Okay. On an ES. Now a micro is $1.48. All right. So, all right. Yes, there's
A
a
lot of
that's
money.
called a transaction fee. So other than having to have the amount in your margin account, that is the total cost to trade one contract. So, you know, if I could get into trade and let it run and make $1,000, my net cost is only $4.28 for one contract. Pretty good deal, if you ask me. Now, there's other auxiliary, you know, I mean, you got to pay for your L2 and all that stuff, but all right.
Yeah, but if you do 100 contracts, it's going to cost you how much?
$428.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, but it's still the same ratio, right? I make one tick, I make that much, right? So I still only have to move one tick, and I make $12.50 a tick, right? Times 100, that's $1,250 on a one move. I think I can afford the 428 out of that first tick, right? See how that works?
He don't have to worry about the $400 fee because he's gonna start with micros anyway. So,
Right? Yeah, yours is only
right? You start with
$1.40,
micros, right?
$1.48. Yep. All right, what questions do we have? Do I ever do a reverse play if I get stopped out? Yes, well, I wouldn't say all the time, but most of the time I try to do that. If it's it's got to be lined up to do that. I don't just arbitrarily hit a reverse. There is a reverse button I can hit. I don't use that. I have used it just to prove that it worked, right? In fact, I haven't even looked at it for so long. Get this thing out of the road here. I swear, there's more of these widget buttons and stuff all over I can't keep one straight. Let's see, let's get this down here where I don't need it. On my DOM, there is a reverse button. As soon as I get this out, I can find places to put all this. At least there was. Yeah, right here. So if I enter a trade, if you can see that on my screen or not here, there is a reverse button if I'm into trade. So if I go, I'll show you, okay, I'm going to buy, there, I just bought 100 shares, see? It says there it is, I'm making money, I'm losing. I can come over here and hit the reverse button, it closes that trade and executes a trade the other way, right? Back and forth, right? So that's how that works. So yes, you can do that. And where that is effective at is because we have all done it, and you'll probably always will do it occasionally, is you'll mean to go long on something, you click the short button by accident, right? I do that once every 2 weeks probably on average, hit the wrong daggone button, you know what I mean? And then you're like, crap. So you can hit the reverse button, it automatically closes it and opens up a position. Now you're still going to get charged transaction fees plus any losses you incurred. It doesn't undo any of that, but yes, if it's like, say you get a big knife drop or something, and you're trying to get in it real quick, yeah, you can do that. But generally when I enter a trade, I'm hoping that I made the right decision. It's going to go, you know, if I'm picking long, that's the play I'm making. If it happens to pull against me, well, then that's because I made a poor decision, right? So, all right. So thank you, Galaxy and Hudson and Trade Schooler for sharing that. Right. Let's see what else. Let's see here. What do we got going on over there on YouTube? Okay, let's see. We're taking hit the reverse button. Yep, it applies fees to get you out. Yep, get you back in. All right. I don't like the reverse button. It's too impulsive. Yeah, I don't trade like that. I really don't use it myself. I'm up here with clicking the X button itself to get in and out of trades. Oh, by the way, we had a new 52-week high today on the NASDAQ. Mark never adjusted his line. I will tomorrow. You can see it right down here. This is how much higher it went. I usually leave my 52-week high line that I drew there for the remainder of the day. And why is that? Because more often than not, it will come down and retest that level, right? Because that's where it stopped at. Let's take a walk back. Well, right here, it broke through, right? Come up, set a new high, come down, bounced off that level. Yeah, it went down, it bounced off, come down, actually blew through it back up, came back down, retested that level, the old 52-week line, right? So that's why I leave that there, just kind of a line. Now I'll move that. Tomorrow morning I'll put it at its new high levels for the last 52 weeks. How much do you need to start, William asked? 0. You don't need anything. What's that? Ralph?
I said, I didn't know that. How me and Doug miss NQ new high?
I don't know. You were
Was waiting
snoozing
on that.
apparently. Did it hit a new high today, or maybe that's the old line from because I wasn't trading yesterday.
Apparently.
Unless it was yesterday. I don't know. Because this side, I wasn't live yesterday, so I didn't have this computer on. So maybe that was yesterday's high. I don't know. Double check it. Let me see here on my other screen here. Where's it at?
It must have did.
No, I just never adjusted it. 24,845.
It hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's well, I wasn't here, right? So I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't adjust.
It'll get it tomorrow.
It's 23,845. Yeah, I know you were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I just had never the other day when I did it. I didn't because I leave it on there for a day, and then I adjust the next day. Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. Just a fire drill. All right. So NQ is kind of flat, diddling in the middle of the channel. Yes. Oh, why did I lose connection there? Let's go up with that. There we go. Got that back. What's gold doing? Gold is flat, sitting at the bottom of the channel. And the Russell is coming up on VWAP.
Whoa, look at that.
Coming up to VWAP. So you got a potential there. If this breaks and holds above VWAP, I will enter that trade. Right now, it's re-hit the pre-market low of 22.29.3 on its move upwards. Now, statistically, this should get up here to VWAP, this yellow line that you see here. That's VWAP. It's the most powerful indicator there is on your chart. And statistically, it should reject off of that and bounce back. However, if it breaks on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side, I will enter the trade. Okay? But I'm going to wait for a break and hold above the level. Now and then it's the same situation. It's going to be close to the top of that regression channel, which is another bounce point, but we'll see. All right? I don't want to just enter. What's your preference? A losing trade or double down for a bounce. You never throw good money at bad. Never throw good money at a bad trade. Just you screw up, you get out of the trade. Rip the Band-Aid off, get up, reset for the next trade. Never throw good money at bad. If you lost, there's no such thing as DCAing on a bad trade. All right? Dollar cost averaging. All right? So you don't do that. Generally, you'll find when you do that, you're going to come out on a losing end because it's going to continue. People do that in desperation. Well, I'll just go ahead and buy 100 more, right? And now you got 200. And yeah, you may have reduced your costs halfway between the distance, but you're still in a losing trade. How much do you need to start? William asks over there on TikTok Live. 0. We don't want you funding a futures account when you're learning. That's what we do here for you at AmericanDreamTrading.com. We're an education and trading program. We want to help you develop a skill that nobody can take away from you. So you can decide what constitutes a good trade, what constitutes a bad trade. When do I get into a trade? When do I get out of a trade? How do I use indicators on my chart? How do I chart effectively? How do I get historical levels on? All those things. And then you get to training on everything else that goes along with it so that you can evaluate over time within seconds whether you want to trade something, right? I already told you within seconds what my entrance criteria are here for entering this trade on the Russell. And I'm going to wait here and see what happens. My criteria is a break of this line, VWAP, and hold, which will put me above this level, which is the double top. So I got a double whammy going on right here. It's going to be tough. I figure if it breaks through this, then that's a tough trade. It's got some oomph to get through it. So once it breaks and holds above this white line, I'm going in, right, if it does. RTY does not have any large orders to the upside, so I'm going to wait and see here. People are going to wait and see what happens here at VWAP in this double top, which is at right now. So this is a critical time in this trade, and I see no large orders to the upside. They're all about the same, so I have no idea what this thing wants to do. There is a 23.31. All right, so here's my break. See, it didn't hold. I want the next candle stacked up on the shoulder of the previous candle, so it stair steps up, right? Dink, 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 dink. If it starts beside the candle, that indicates weakness because it failed to start where the other one ended at. And that's a weak trade. It's going to either reject here, like I said statistically what happened. As you can see, it is happening. That Mark, he's a genius, right? No, he's not. He just listened to the sound of Coach's voice for the last 2.5 years. I know what's going to probably happen, right? And yes, it can blow right through. It does it all the time, but statistically, it doesn't. It will stop, pause, even reject off of it, right? Right. Okay. What else we got? Hey, T. Criddle, good to see you also. Dave's in the house. Jade, you're right. You don't add to a losing trade. Man of Fires, I totally disagree with your statement. If you can't save up $50,000, you probably don't have the discipline to trade. I disagree with that at all. I started with a $700 account here and have 8 million reasons why you're wrong. Incorrect. But I do agree, sort of in principle, if we don't have discipline to save money, then do you have the discipline to trade? I get what you're saying, but you don't need to have $50,000 to learn how to do this. We have the majority of our members started with or currently have small accounts. That's how you start, right? So anyway, I get what you're trying to say in your statement there, right? But it's not true. You can come in here and get the education. Anybody can learn to do this. Is this for everybody? No. I mean, statistically, 90 to 95% of you will fail doing this. And the main reason for that is lack of education, right? Education and training. They don't have anybody to train them. They don't have a mentor to ask questions to. They don't have a community to support them, right? They don't have training materials to look at, right? No, we don't sell a 1995 disc ebook that you read and now you're all of a sudden a trader, right? We sell paid memberships. We start training live on a live Zoom call at 4 a.m. in the morning till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That's how you get your training. Yes, we do have training videos. Matter of fact, we have over 2,000 free training videos over at the on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Good for you, Mano. You've been doing this for over 30 years. Hopefully you're finding success. All right. Now, you're also not going to learn what you need to learn watching this free live either, right? Let's face it. We all know why we are doing these free lives. It's for so that we can get you in here as paid members, right? This is just the tip of the iceberg what we do here, right? You're not going to learn really how to become a trader sitting here watching this for free, right? That's just the way it is. There's so much you need to know and learn to be successful. Can anybody just start throwing money at something, maybe get lucky? Sure you could, right? But is that proven out statistically? No. 99, that's why 95% people fail. And that's not just some number I pull out of my butt. Go Google it. You'll find a minimum of 2 scientific studies that looked at this very situation, right? What makes traders successful and why do they fail? Google it on your own. Don't take my word for it, okay? So, anyhow, there you go. What is some solid advice for a newbie? Train more, trade less. Matter of fact, get training first. The best thing that you can do is invest in your own education. It pays the greatest dividends. A very wise man said that over 200 years ago. Like 300 years ago. I don't know, 200 years ago. Ben Franklin, right? Learn what you need to do first. Then you might be able to think about paper trading. And then after you can master that, then you can think about trading real money in small amounts to start with, right? Until you can learn what to do, what you're doing. The last thing we want to see you do is wreck your account. And that's why we suggest don't even fund account. Come in here, learn, get the education on. You do not need to put money into a trading account off the bat, right? Why is that? Why do we say that? Well, I want to make money now. Well, I'm sure you do. You weren't making money yesterday. Why are you in such a hurry today? Right? Okay? So take your time there. You ain't got to get excited. Breathe in, breathe out. Whether it takes you a month or 3 months or 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever it takes. Some people learn at different rates than others, okay? Other ones hear something for the first time and bam, right? And they've learned everything they need to learn, right? And they've been successful. We had one member come in here, made $1 million his first month. That's a unicorn. We haven't had anybody do that since, right? but that person was one of those that was already financially minded to start with, but he never did trade a day in his life. But he listened to Sound of Coach, and everything just clicked with him right in the first 30 days. You know, last count he was well over 30 million in earnings, but that's a unicorn. That's not the way things are, right? That's not the reality. Okay. Do we have paid members that come in here and fail? Yep, all the time. Do we have paid members in here struggling? Yep, all the time. Do we have a lot of paid members in here successful? Yep, all the time. So you have a whole gamut in here. Usually the people that fail give up too soon, right? And they quit, and they're like, this ain't no good. And what happened up here at VWAP, by the way, while I was talking? Did it come up here and pull back and reject off of there? Yes, it did. Now it's coming down to the 9. I want to see if this is going to pull back down. There it is, bouncing off the 55 again. So the idea is don't put the cart before the horse. Get your education to where things start making sense to you before you even think about funding an account. And then you only want to trade, if you're doing futures, only trade micros to start. You're putting less of your account at risk while you're able to make real money. Okay, so check it out. As a matter of, well, we have a, doesn't include the futures membership, but over at American Dream Trading, we have a 2-week pass for $19, I believe it is. You can find that on our website, americandreamtrading.com. You can get training and trading starting at 8:45. I'll get you into our live Zoom call starting at 8:45 every morning. And you can sit in there all day long until 4 p.m. if you want, for up to 2 weeks. Upon conclusion of 2 weeks, if you don't cancel, you'll be automatically renewed for that $125 membership. Now, that is our base entry membership. It does not include futures or crypto memberships. The diamond includes all those. Now, futures you can buy standalone, crypto you can buy standalone. All our memberships we have in package deals and as standalones, right? However you want to fit it into your budget. So check that out, American Dream Trading. Nothing else, go over there, grab our free Discord. It always was free, always will be free. And guess what? How much it costs today? It's $0. It's free today too. Just like everything. So check that out. You can get in there and interact with other members of American Dream Trading for absolutely free. Come and go as you please. Get her now. Get her done. All right. I'm tired of sitting here watching paint dry. Is anything moving at all? Gold, I don't like trading gold this time of the day anyway because the volume drops off on it too much, and it's flat anyway after that big pull. I would say right now, ES is flat, and Q is kind of, it has a slight inclination to the upside, but it's diddling in the middle of the channel. You see the volume isn't all that great either. Russell's in the channel too, but it has been moving up and down. It's right now in a short-term trend to the downside inside this channel. Now, can I channel trade? Yeah. What I'll do here, just for demonstration, if this can break and hold, I'll play it off the 200 if it manages to pull down to the 200, because it'll probably bounce there and go back up. Okay. Anyway. All right. What else we got going on over here? Okay, let's see what's asking over there on the YouTubes. Ha ha ha, vegan. She has a unicorn. 1 ear of corn every day in her salad. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. You're my favorite comedian, by the way, vegan. Just so you know. Ray Fitzgerald, Apple 5-minute chart is a thing of beauty. Is that right? Great. Yeah, I guess Apple's been doing pretty good. Okay, what else we got? All right, so who went over there? Who went over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grabbed that premium membership for 2 weeks for a total of $19? Anybody? You get over there, make sure you tell them, hey, I heard about you over at the futures. What do I think of Trollcoin? I don't have any opinion on Trollcoin. I don't follow meme coins at all. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. I could care less, quite honest with you. I don't know if it's good or bad or indifferent. Let's see, is Bucko, one of our moderators. He's one of our crypto members. I don't see him in here presently, but he'd be the one to answer that question. He does the crypto one of the moderators that does the crypto trading. Very intelligent individual. Jay Sellett took advantage of that $19 offer. Congratulations, our friend from up north. All right. And we do have, yes, crypto memberships also available. So, but I'm not going to answer your question there, Aiden, just because I don't feel I'm qualified to answer that. You know what I mean? Can I go look at it and see what the state of the troll coin looks like today on a chart? Yeah, but no real sense in it. I don't follow those. I know some of them move more than others. And again, it's just not my cup of tea. I have no desire even to do it. Where's the guy with the Tesla? You haven't seen him in a while. Well, Coach is on every day from 9 to 11. I don't know how you can miss him. User 18228288474. That's Coach. He's live 9 to 11 every day. Check it out. But we do have other members that drive Teslas also. We have quite a few members that even have Cybertrucks. I don't know which one you're referring to. If you're talking about Coach, you haven't seen him in a while, well, you haven't tuned in. They are there. Matter of fact, we had a picture, one of our members in their took a picture of the Cybertruck letting the car drive while he was watching an American Dream Trading video. So keep your eyes on the road, by the way. Okay. Wow, Apple calls went from 5 to 6. Good job. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right, let's look here and see what we got going on. I really want to trade something here. It's more entertaining than me yapping. But I will answer questions as long as you're doing. When's Truck doing the Cybertruck giveaway? Yesterday. You missed it. Okay. Let's smash them thumbs up buttons. Click them likes. Clickety, clickety, clack, clack, clack. Thumbs up buttons over there on the YouTubes. If you haven't done that already, please. Make sure you click thumbs up if you are liking this. And also share this out, right? So. All right, let me take a look at the status of TikTok. Make sure I don't have some puzzle or something jump up here, all right, on me. Anyhow, see what we got going on. Everything looks good over here. Let me slide this around, make sure ain't nothing hiding behind it. And there's not. All right, so we should be good to go on TikTok for a little while. Slide this up a hair more. There we go. All right. Hot Potato, did you go over there and claim that free membership yet? I don't see your ticket. Oh, right there. Maybe is that you right there? That's Dave. The wrong person. Okay. Come on, Hot Potato. I'm giving it to you for free. Go over there and grab it. Oh, what's the holdup? What's the problem? Free is free. All right, let me see here. There we go. Let me see. All right. Come on, Hot Potato. Get your butt over there. I got a help desk ticket. Ain't that hard. I know you how to do it. If you don't claim it, you don't get it. I ain't going to hold your hand. Right? All right. What do we got running? Does anybody do we have any live members available in our live Zoom chat? Or am I just blowing smoke up everybody's butt about that? Why don't you open your mics and say hello? Quit being so rude.
Hey, more people.
Hey, Dave. You know, you guys can ask questions too. It's part of your paid membership.
That's right.
ADT Coach said, let's go. That's me. Never mind. Can I give this to someone that needs it but can't afford it? Somebody you know personally there, Hot Potato? You have somebody in mind already? I will let you do it. Just make out a ticket and put that information in there, and we'll try to do our best. If they're already an ADT member, it makes everything a lot easier. If they're not, Oh, you don't know anybody in particular? Oh.
If he wants to gift one to somebody, he would need to be part of our Discord, and they
Right.
would need to be part of our Discord, and then we
Correct.
could just link them up.
Correct.
So, Bob, if you see someone on YouTube that you want to just arbitrarily gift us to, then make sure that both you and that person are in our Discord so we can get you in a ticket and get it sorted out.
Wall Street, gold's been on a double bottom since 2 o'clock. It's not a new one. All right. Well, thank you anyway. ES is just dead. Dead. Why is it all... What is today anyway? Oh, today's Friday, isn't it? It's Options Friday. Ain't no wonder everything's dead. Everybody's taking their profits and going home. See what happens when I take one day off? It screws everything up. All right. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Bob may be giving away his gifting to somebody, but the only way you can claim it is if you go over there and get in our free Discord. That's how we have to process things. So if you haven't grabbed our free Discord yet, I would highly suggest that you get over and sign up for that now, right at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Go there now. It's entirely free. All right. All right. I'm reading a comment over here real quick. All right. Okay. Maryland Realty, are you in our Discord? Maryland Realty is here pretty much every single day. So, Living Maryland Realty, are you in our Discord? It's free. I need you to respond. I'm not going to keep playing this here. You are the last person to be offered this to. So, Maryland Realty, type in your YouTube chat over there. Are you already in our Discord? Something tells me you are, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm in the Discord.
What?
I'm in Discord.
Well, you're not living in Maryland Realty, though. You're Dave. You're Boomer.
I'm confused.
I know.
Today.
That's the way us Boomers get sometime.
I think I'm so confused today.
Yeah.
I've been in all day and I haven't seen anything happening today.
Oh, there was a lot happening today, Dave. I did okay.
I was just scrolling to see where you were, but I didn't see one.
Well, it's in. Didn't I post it today in the live chat? The Futures VIP live chat. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh. Well, I did post once. I didn't. There's a second post. No, you're right. I didn't.
You know what?
I didn't post my final number in there, Dave. You're right.
You know what?
What, Dave?
It's because you are awesome. Mark
I am
is
awesome. I am awesome. I wear awesome shirts, though. I don't know if I'm awesome, but I wear awesome shirts. How's that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So let me scroll here.
Are you going to run away early today?
Am I running away early? No. Why would I run away early? Why are you trying to get rid of me, Dave?
The other day you did.
Well, that was the other day, Dave. We've done one day out of my life, Dave. Been here 12, 14 hours a day, every day. It's okay to go away once in a while, isn't it?
Yeah, me too. I'm here 12, 14
I know you are. There you go, Dave. Now it's in the live chat. There's what I did today,
I didn't get
Dave.
anything done today.
Dave, there it is. Look in the live chat how much I made. Right there it is. And that was all before 8 a.m. this morning, buddy. Yeah, we are reading TikTok, Hudson. All right, what's going on here with What's the link? It is AmericanDreamTrading.com. Maryland Realty, going once. Maryland Realty, going twice. And Maryland Realty, who's here all the time, bounce out. Is Maryland Realty here today? You pick somebody, is that person there?
They were still in YouTube. I was able to call them out with an @ but they're not responding.
Might stepped away from the keyboard. We'll give them a few. They are here every day. I do know that. We'll give them time. If not, we'll see. If not, we have interest over there on TikTok. Anyhow, okay. Let me see. What else we got going on? Is there a trade? Where do I need to trade at, Dave? Find me something to trade. These things are all flat as could be. I tell you what, flatter than a 2x4.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
2 week, $19 next? No.
On the other side, I made $1,150 on that Dave put.
How much?
$1,150.
Wow, Dave. Good job, buddy.
Thanks to your gold newsletter.
Was that a multiple
earnings.
day trade or just the one, the earnings day?
No, it was about 3.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look it up, but it was 3 days or so. But
okay.
It was one click. It's actually one click in, one click out.
Oh, you stayed in the whole time. You held it.
Yeah.
Oh, swing traded. All right. Good job, Dave.
I got in on the 6th. Oh, wait a minute. It was only one day. I got in on the 7th.
So that's how you do yours. You usually stay in like 3 days because I like the 1 to 3 day range. That's what I seen, like 1 to 3 days I do the best.
Art, did you see my post?
Did I see your post? Where?
Yes, sir. I put it in the stock lounge and I put it in the P&L. Thanks to Mark's earnings.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Yes, I did.
5150 this week and Monday through Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for the shout out for the newsletter that I write every week. Thank you.
It's not Mark's numbers, but I like it.
I'll take your numbers any day of the week, Dave. You make money when you're sleeping. I got to show up every day.
I like a little number like that.
Well, you got them. All right. Let's see.
Thank you, Mark.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the shout out. And that's included with the VIP Gold membership and the Futures membership. You get a VIP Futures membership. You get a weekly newsletter on Saturdays. This Saturday's edition may be delayed as I have brushed a stack still. I got about going out after we're done here, but I probably got 2 days at least, full days of stacking and picking up and then stacking. Get done. Some bunches of it. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, I saw that, Jade, your comment. All right. When I wake up, what determines the first thing I'm going to trade? Yeah, what Doug said. I'm not picky. Whatever's going to pay me. I have my go-tos. I look at NQ. I look at gold. I look at platinum. And that's the first ones lately that I look at right off the bat. And I will look at RTY, but usually it's not running as much. The generally first thing I have up is NQ when I walk down here, followed by, and if that's not moving, I start hitting the metals, starting with gold and then platinum. Lately, actually, I mean, other than today, I've been trading the snot out of platinum. Oh, okay. Living Maryland Realty just posted that they're back. Where is that at? Living Maryland Realty, are you in our Discord already? Yay or nay? Type that into the chat so we know you're here. Hello? There you go. Futures 2 week next. Oh, okay. You've been granted a 1-month membership into futures. Head on over, claim that over in our Discord. Make out a help desk ticket right now, please. It's waiting there for you. I don't give these away very often. Why is that? Can you guess why I don't give away free memberships very rarely? I'll give you 10 guesses. The first 9 don't count. All right. As soon as somebody types it in. What? Who's the what?
They don't use them.
They don't use them. They don't appreciate it because it didn't cost them a dime, right? That's the fact, Jack. All right, what's going on here with the Russell? Are you going to have a little breakout above here? I'm going to wait so it breaks out above this little mini double top here that's coming across right here. I'm not going to jump in too soon. I want to see this break and hold. I can maybe get a couple bucks out of this right here. We'll see. Again, maybe not. I'm not going to get too excited, right? I want to make sure it's a good trade. There it is. Now I can play it up to VWAP. Ah, got it. Wrong button. Doggone it. Missed my entry. Ugh. Missed it. What the heck did I click? Oh, I clicked the 1 minute button. Like, doggone it. Let me see what happens here. Missed the button. So, you'll have that. How do you get into the live Zoom? You will go to your membership level. Generally, if you're, what membership level you have, sell it. Premium? You get that premium, right? So that'll be in there. There's a channel, it'll say Zoom on it, right? In the regular ADT member section that you have access to. It'll say Zoom. You just click on that and it'll open up for you at 8:45 a.m. Make sure you have registered a Zoom account, okay? Beforehand. Try to use the same email address and everything that you use. You don't have to, but you use with your Discord. Just makes everything easier if you have trouble down the road. But the Zoom membership is free. You don't pay for it. Just get the free membership, Zoom account, free Zoom account, right? And you must register with, it's best if you register with the same account that you use at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Just makes things easier, that's all. Because somebody's going to have issues eventually, and you won't have to remember which of the 20 emails that you have that you used, okay? So, all right.
Mark, I have a question.
What's your question? I got answers I haven't even used yet today.
How do you compare the London Open compared to the U.S. Open? As far as price movement and action?
It's the second best. It's the second best.
Okay.
I mean, you know, the whole world lives for the New York Open. The London Open is your second largest market, I think. I don't know, maybe Tokyo is bigger, I don't know, but we don't see that much movement in the stuff we look at. But London has a lot of volume, right? Enough to move things, okay? Tokyo, not so much. I mean, it has its moments, but I don't know. I used to trade the evening all the time on the Tokyo session. It just seems like lately it's just like not even worth showing up sometimes. It has its moments, though.
And how did you handle your decision to size up? Like, I know you started with the 1 micro, and then did you go to 5? How did you do that?
1 micro at a time. Went from 1, then I traded 2 for a while. Then once my count was up and I had more than I needed to start trading 3 at a time, I started trading 3. Did that for a while until I had enough to buy 5 plus. And once I did that, I stayed at 5 micros and stayed there for quite a long time, because then instead of making $5 a trade, now I'm making $25 a trade on the same movement, right? So it doesn't really take long to really boost your small accounts up from there, right? You stay there and do that, just keep trading the same way you always trade, right? And you'll find your account will take off. Especially, I just recall that the 5 micros was a sweet spot, right, for building the account, small account, okay? And then just let it build up. Again, you don't want to wait just till you have just enough to buy the next level. You need a padding in there, right? So you might want to wait till you have enough to buy 6 or 8, right, before you go trading 5.
Okay.
Rafferty, I think you were my Uber driver last weekend. Yeah, I doubt that. I tell you, everybody making fun of my shirts. I tell you what. Anyway. Yep. So, all right. I can assure you I was not. How much does it cost to buy 6 micros? Well, it depends what you want to trade. If you want to trade micro ES, in other words, SPY, It's 117 bucks a piece and change. Right? Oh, the ES? Well, it's MES. Yes, it's $117 per contract. You do the math on that. That's how much you would have to have in your account minimum to trade 5. You need 117 per. Right. So
That's not how much it costs, though.
no, that's the margin requirement. The true cost of trading is only $1.48 per contract. But you must have $117 in your account per contract.
Well, I am second green.
Okay. I'm waiting on RTY here to break through this double triple top here. It's a triple top. See if it's going to break through this time. This is what I was waiting on back over here earlier. If it does, I'll enter the trade, but I'm waiting to see here. Just struggling. Just 230-ish level. 230 and a half-ish. Are you going to bounce off here or what? Come on, let's go. We ain't got all day. We only got 35 minutes left. 40 minutes left. Living Maryland Realty. I don't see a help desk ticket over there yet. Doug, I take it you're over there helping.
And I'm looking for something to come through.
Okay, thank you. And it rejects again off this level. Holy cow, just does not want to break on through to the other side. All right. This was a pretty quick retest also, and it just didn't make it. Well, maybe this would have been the one, but it still can. Uh-oh. First John. Whew. All right, what's gold doing? Nothing. What's ES doing? Nothing. NQ. NQ, look at that choppy mess. Heck with that. I mean, it's all.
I haven't made a live trade in NQ all day.
Me either. I don't know if I traded any before the open this morning or not. I'm pretty much sure most of my trades were in gold this morning. Just doing 20, 30 contracts of gold early hours. William, once I joined, is it a course? No, we don't sell you some $19 PDF file type of thing. We train you live. Now, we do have training videos. We do have training documents. There's all that. We try to provide training through all the different ways that people learn visually, audibly, visually, and audibly, right? So everybody learns different ways. It's live training, live Zoom training, where you have access to an open mic that you can ask questions and anything at any time, right? So yes, it starts, and if you get the premium, it starts at $8.45. If you have the VIP and on-up memberships, it starts at 4 a.m. Eastern time. So you get up to 12 hours a day that way. Why do accounts require a minimum to start them? I don't know. That's up to each individual broker. Some brokers don't require even a minimum. You can open up one for 10 bucks on some of them. It doesn't do you any good. You got to have enough money in there to trade one contract. And a lot of that has to do with that also, right? There's not many things you could trade for under $500 when it comes right down to it. Are there a few things? Yeah, during the day. But you aren't going to trade much for under 500 in the off hours. So, yeah. So
Currencies. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. But so $500. That's an individual brokerage account. It's up to that company. Webull requires $500. Tradeovate. I don't even know if they have. I don't think Tradeovate has a minimum. Do they? Plus 500. I think theirs is maybe $100 maybe. I can't
remember. It's cheap though because the micros are only $50 a piece.
Yeah. So you have to look at whatever broker you have. And I'd be careful about picking the one that doesn't require X amount of dollars. I mean, not saying you can't be okay with the other ones. If you don't be lured into, well, you can open a free account today. Well, that's fine, but you can't buy nothing, right? So just be leery. There's pros and cons to them all, and I'm not endorsing them or saying Webull's the best. They're not. That's who I use, but it's just what it is, right? I also have a TradeAvate account. So either, whatever you want. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. There's no one perfect one out there as far as I'm concerned. At least not that I dealt with. And there's no reason to change brokers either, right? If you like your broker, you know how to use their software, you know how to enter a trade and exit a trade, there's no reason to change, right? Now, if you don't have one, that's a different story, or if the one you have maybe all of a sudden starts charging a lot of fees and transaction costs, yeah. I know Interactive Traders is a good one, but their fees are really high, so, but you can trade all over the world with theirs, right? People in other countries. If I was to start all over again, how would I play it? I would start out by learning how to trade individual stocks first, instead of starting with trading stock options and, throwing away lots of money listening to the sound of Coach's voice every day. As far as futures go, I wouldn't change a thing. I could have come in here and thrown tens of thousands of dollars into an account and opened it that way, but I started with 700 and wanted to build it up. What broker is this? What you see on my screen is TradingView. This is a charting software, okay? Now you can also link certain brokers to this, so you can actually trade by being linked to your broker directly through TradingView. Now Webull is one of those. You can go to tradingview.com to see which brokers are available. Obviously Fidelity and Robinhood and Vanguard, the big boys like that aren't going to let you link to this, right? They're a closed system. They're not going to let you do that. But there's, venture to say, at least 50 of them that you can. And there's some very popular ones there too. So here, I can show you real quick. Let me log out of this. All right. So here's the brokers list, right? So there, there's Forex, Webull, Iron Beam, Ocox, Moomoo, AMP, Wanda, TradeStation, TradeAvate, Interactive Brokers, Tasty Trade, Ninja Trader, Coinbase, TastyFix, TradeZero. As you get further down the list, the less I'm familiar with: EdgeClear, Alpaca, Tradier, Optimus Futures, Gemini, StoneX, Dorman, Bitstamp. There's all kinds of them here. A lot of these, who knows if they're any good. I'm not saying any one of these are any better, but they're ranked by the way people rate them, I guess. So if you want to go by somebody else's star rating, but you can see here's all the different brokers that you can possibly choose from here, right? So for more information, go to TradingView.com. We are not affiliated with American Dream Trading in any way, any shape, fame, or size. If you decide to go with them, we're not making a dime off of it. Go to TradingView.com for further information. I can't help you with that. You will have to decide that on your own. And what do I want to do here to get out of this? Whatever. Run by it. Here's what I wanted. All right. What am I doing? The heck won't this close? What am I doing? Oh, duh. All right. It's right there in front of my face. So now I am back trading, hooked up to my broker, which is Webull, on my trading account. This is paper trading, by the way, as I mentioned earlier on the broadcast. There we go. So you can go over there and head on over to TradingView if this kind of a thing appeals to you. You like what you see. Again, you can use whoever you want. You don't have to use Webull or whatever. What's the reason I use Webull? Because that's what Coach was using and still does, right? That's his primary broker. Now, he's used them all. As a matter of fact, he's got accounts at a majority of them, right? Because he gets questioned, how do I do this? Well, he's able to answer a lot of those tech questions, right? And there's some he has never used, so. But use the one, if you already have one and you're happy with it, there's no reason to change it. Just don't be funding an account, right? Can I tell you about paper trading? Yeah, the whole purpose of paper trading is to learn the mechanics of your broker's software, okay? How to enter a trade, how to exit a trade, how to draw lines on your chart, how to put indicators on your chart, right? How to do all those things, and then learn how to interpret what you see on your chart, How do they all work together, right? You can have as little as much as you want. I could put 1,000 indicators on here, and I've seen people do it, right? There's all kinds of things you can put on here, and that's a problem, right? Because now you're making something simple very overly complicated, right? If you ever watch Coach, the only thing you'll see on his chart is VWAP. That's all he needs, right? Now, I like having VWAP 200, 921. 55 is on my chart. I don't really care if it's there or not. I leave it there because I'm always screen sharing. Somebody want to kill Gopher's mic over there? Please. Thank you. So yeah, if you get too much stuff on here, then you start suffering from analysis paralysis. You don't need all this garbage on your screen. But new traders, that's the first thing they do. Oh, this is the new fancy tool that's going to make me successful. No, it's not. You're going to have so much crap on your chart you won't be able to make a decision, right? So put as little on there as you need, just enough to help make decisions, right? Now, again, I am sharing and I'm using Coach's 3.0 indicators. And even with this, I'm not showing you everything. I have a lot of the things turned off, right? There's those removed, right? There's an EWO here that I don't have on here. There's all kinds of stuff, right? So just trying to keep it simple. And it's fully customizable, everything on this also with Coach's indicators. It comes as part of your prepaid membership with futures. Whatever. Yeah, Mason, it was very expensive back in the day. Thankfully, that's all changed. It's still expensive for futures live data. It's about $40 a month for an L2. You can get the L1 for around 11 a month. I like the L2 because I make a lot of money using it, right? I can see where orders are stacked up. You know, they're placed but not executed orders, obviously, right? I'm a big user of the L2 just to see where my walls are. Now, I already have good charts, so I don't need the L2. Matter of fact, I traded the first full year without an L2, didn't even know what an L2 was. And once I learned that, learned how to use it, it's just, I can make all kinds of money using it. It's just amazing. It's almost like a cheat sheet. But when it comes down to it, it's just that, a tool. If you can effectively chart, you don't need the L2. But I like it. So that's the whole purpose of paper trading, is to learn the mechanics of your broker. This broker is Webull. Webull has their own software, which I don't have loaded up here today. I use it every single day. I'm just showing you TradingView here. Again, not affiliated with American Dream Trading in any way. Again, we don't make a dime if you go buy a subscription to this. It is a subscription. It's free, but it's a subscription-based program, right? It'll run you about $15 for the basic package. They have 3 main levels for the average bear, right? For the average user. Now they do have a professional level, but you don't need all that. Really, all you need is just the base entry model, right? If you're going to chart, I love charting on it. I really do. Webull's okay, but I don't chart it. It's just more visually appealing. Do I need all this cloud and all this stuff in here? No, I don't. I don't need half this on here, right? Matter of fact, I can come over here and click this and turn that cloud and all that stuff off, right? So, just with a clickable button. And it's all customizable also up in the menu. So, a lot of stuff going on here. Anyway, I'm sitting here and I'm not trading. There's the 200, waiting on the break and hold to the downside of the 200. And if it does that, especially if it gets below this regression channel, which is what I'm really, quite honestly, waiting on to happen, then I'll go to the short side. It's halfway down, right? I want to see a break and a hold to the downside on ES. And do I see any orders over there? To the downside, yeah, 410. It's a big order down there, 410. There's also one at 410.75, so there's going to be a little bit of fighting to get there. The 410 even, all right? And as you can see, it's bouncing off of Coach's 3.0 indicators. Questions? As a beginner, what should I join? Well, Bill, you really need the best overall education. It depends on your budget. Obviously, the premium membership will get you in For the least cost overall, it's $125 a month that way. Up to, what's our top one? It's $850 a month. If you want me to be totally honest, I would suggest you get the VIP Gold membership. That gets you the most trading on a daily basis. Now watch, I'm going to chase this candle here, right? What do you mean I ain't got enough? Oh, heck with it. I'll just put 5 in. What do I care? I'll just buy 5. It doesn't matter. It's fake money anyway. It's not real, folks. It's all an illusion. All right. So let's chase this candle, even though it's already done moving. You don't chase candles. Why? I'll tell you why. Because this is going to retrace 50%. 50 retrace. I'm going to put this up higher, but I expect this candle, unless this thing's going to crash and burn the rest of the day, which is possible. It's the last half hour of the day. Generally, when you get a big gamma candle like this, you'll get a 50% retracement. So that would be up about right here. Let's see if that goes up there. Look at that. See? This is why you don't chase candles. Now watch. Now I'm losing money, right? Now, I would have made a lot of money off of this because I do this all the time. Do I not, paid members? Play the 50% regression. Bam, and I would have been out right there. When it gets close to that 50, I hit sell. So by doing that, by knowing those things that happen more often statistically than not, I just cost myself $300. Now that doesn't mean this won't pull back, right? So I trade these all the time that way. I'm a scalper, so I know how to jump in and jump out. When I get these big gamma candles, I'm always looking for it to pull back 50%. And as you can see, did exactly that. So that's why you don't chase candles, right? You got to give them, why does it pull back? Well, let's just say this candle made you $10,000 and stop there. Would you not take the profit right away? Would you not, oh, sell, 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 right? And that's what happens, and that's what causes that retracement backwards. See how that works? Do we not do that here at American Dream Trading? They're members with open mics.
Yes, we do.
All the time, every single day, all
One of my
day.
favorite plays.
All day long. It's one of my favorites too. It's almost a given, right? You got to be quick. You can't hesitate. You hesitate, you're going to be caught with your pants down, and that will
you
get
try
you.
and milk it for more than what it's going to give you. You're going to get your face ripped off.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, at least TikTok didn't restrict our account today, so that'll probably be next Thursday or Wednesday when it happens again. Seems to go every 4 to 5 days. All right. Did we get people fixed up over there, Doug? And the YouTubes. So I would say, honestly,
I haven't seen anything come through.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not retroactive. So once this is over with, that's the end of it. All right. Anyhow. Navajo, you still there? I reloaded. I refreshed my TikTok, so I can't tell if you're still there. Hey, Doug, or Dave. Dave. Uh-oh. Is he here? Boomer. Boomer. Dave. Miranda's #1 right now on TikTok, just so you know. All right. Anyway, we do have the 2-day pass for $19. One-time payment of $19 to get you access to our entry-level membership, which is our premium membership, which gets you live Zoom trading starting at 8:45 Eastern Time through 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, for 2 full weeks for just $19. It's to get you in the door and give you a taste of what goes on behind the door. I think you'll find your mind blown. Because what you see on these live feeds, these TikToks and YouTubes and Facebooks and Instagram and Instawebs and whatever all else you cool kids hang out on, Facebook, Instaweb, I don't know, Kicks, Pushes, I don't know, whatever all they are out there. There's so many of them. Is that Snapchat? Is that one? Well, no, we're not on Snapchat, are we? Anyway, you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. You have no idea all the things that are available, right? So anyway, Dave, Miranda is beating you right now, whether you're aware of it or not. There's Living Maryland Realty. Are you going to claim the free monthly futures membership, Live in Maryland Reality, that was gifted to you for 1 month? Yay or nay? I need you to type that into the YouTube chat box right now, please, so I know whether to quit asking you or not. Give them a few seconds. All right. Two-minute EWO works all the time. He says you got to take in the other factors. It's not an entering blind type of indicator, right? It's the Elliott wave oscillator. So you have to take that and match it up with everything else going on your chart. Works just as well when the market opened and market closed. Now, the difference is certain things have less volume at this time of the day, right? Like metals and the currencies and those things. You just don't trade those kind of things this time of the day in it, right? What's up, Straight Razor? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. TikTok's hollering at me again. What's going on now? It says it disconnected. Just disconnected here. It's still live. It's still live. Who you kidding? Anyway. Living Maryland Realty. Last call. I'm not going to ask again. One last time, Living Maryland Reality over there on the YouTubes. Are you going to claim the 1 month free futures membership or not? Yes or no? Last chance.
We've had a new futures member come in.
Thank you.
And we had a new premium member come in.
Cool. Congratulations. Getting our pull, getting our hot stock, our hot pull here. Should have took that down there. I was moving my screen around. Anyway, tried to make these things pretty for you, everybody.
Winging it with the frat says he'll claim it or they'll claim it.
I already got somebody who would be number 2 if I was going to do that.
There you go.
Hey, Mark, when you enter a trade, do you also look at volume or no?
Nope. Well, I shouldn't say no.
Looking?
I don't look at the volume indicators. I can look at the L2, see if it's got volume. Plus, this is power hour. This is the last most volatile part of the day, so things are gonna go. I don't look at the volume bars. You can. Some people do. I don't. I just see the L2 whether it's moving or not. If it's moving, right there. Right now, if it pauses, I take my buy there. All right, so there I locked it in. All right, so it paused there. I can see an order at 64.05. It might want to pull down to 606s also. To the downside, ooh, there's a big order at 410 to the upside. I didn't notice. Ruh-roh. Hope this don't go against me. We'll see. All right. Right now I'm down $62. There's orders down at 405, so I should end up green on this one. If these people will hurry up and quit throwing in orders down there. All right. I'm aiming for the 404 mark down here at the bottom. And then I will, if it continues this downward trend, I will play it down to VWAP, expecting a bounce or at least a stall at VWAP. Okay? Up 125, up at 60, up 125, up 187. There we go. Where's my order at? It's moving up. That 604.5. And I'm at 606. Come on, keep pulling. 604. You can do it. Oh, wait. Why didn't I realize that? That number I'm calling out is right where my white line's at. Duh. I didn't even pay attention. 604.25. And that's right here where my historical level line's at. Imagine that. See how the L2 works? There's big orders to sell there. Matter of fact, there's a bigger one at 405 right before it gets to it. I'll go ahead and just take that. It's sitting there thinking about it. There was 400 bucks I just took right there. All right. Bam, bam. Bang, bang. All right. Could get suckered in here. Oh, ooh. Now they're really dropping. Oh, TikTok. Come on. Wish I'd quit that. If this thing disconnects me with a few minutes left, I'm going to be upset. Anyway, let me look here. TikTok's always yelling at you about something. Ah, see that? Good thing I looked. They're going to kick you off in 4 minutes. Unless I can verify this puzzle. As soon as it loads up. So now I can't. I'm not trading. Heck with it. 4 minutes. Let's see here. I got to wait for this puzzle piece to load up. While it's doing that, I'm going to do this. There's my 6404 mark. All right. Now, I would hope that that is going to go down to that 402 level. There's still a 404. This may stall right here. I'm looking for the big order below 404. There is a 402. I got to get through the 404 first. And then I'm going to, if it could break the 404, I'm going to watch at VWAP. And I'm going to go ahead and just enter this just for the fun of it, based on the L2, which the L2 is showing there. Hopefully I don't get suckered in here because there's my critical level that I already had marked. Historical level. I don't know that it's critical. But 404, there's a big sell order or big buy order. And then there's one down below the 402s. So hopefully that will work. The thing that's stop me now is people start deciding they want to spend more money. I'm up 60 bucks, 125 bucks right now on just 5 contracts. 312, 250, 187. All right. You're going to break through or not. I'm going to hold this just to prove a point to see. There's some 6401s now down there at the very bottom of the L2, which would put it below VWAP. I don't trust it to go past VWAP unless there's a massive sell-off. I will either, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take profits at VWAP, lock it in. If it breaks and holds below VWAP, then I will re-enter the trade at that time. Right now, it's having enough trouble. I'm going to go ahead and just take that $187. How you like me now? Huh? You want to play games? Even though I was up 400 or 500 and you took some of it away from me, well, heck with you. I'll wait. I just locked in my profits there, right? And I'll keep playing this same game if I have to. I'm going to wait for this break and hold below this level. If it does it, fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Let's see. All right. Don't see anything. The offer for that free membership is now off the table for failure to claim it. Thank you very much. Navajo, you still in here? Nava 19 or whatever your name was. I don't have it up there anymore because I refreshed my screen. If you're still here in TikTok, holler. Yeah, I know, Oracle. That's all right. Navo. Right? Are you still here? And as you can see, it rejected off that 404. It liked that level so much that it decided just to go ahead and rejection. All right, nothing. Okay. All right. Well, this was just like watching paint dry here, wasn't it? Did a few trades, but part of it is I'm talking instead of staring at these screens, right? So, what's the Russell doing? It was the most volatile. It's still, see, the Russell would have been a better play down there, right? So.
$3.50 last 10 minutes of power hour.
Time I get done fiddle farting around over here. I mean, no wonder I can't do nothing. I'm on the wrong keyboard. I do that all the time. I wanted to get that retracement to the upside, but I missed it already. See that? Oh, I missed that. I'm going to short this to the downside, see if it's going to pull down there or not. What am I on? I'm on the Russell. Why do I have the NASDAQ's ES thing up? All the orders the same. Sorry, hard to tell which way this is going to go this time. My stop loss up here in case this thing decides to bounce the other way on me, since I just willy-nilly this bid here, this play, which was dumb. Yeah, no orders are all, well, 222, which would be about a percentage point below me where I'm at now. This turns green, I'm taking it. I don't care how far it wants to pull, because this was not a good entry on my part. And if it doesn't, oh well. Come on. 222 sitting down there. Go get it. I'm at 223. What apps do you need to download? Well, it depends what you want to use. If your broker's software, obviously. You need a brokerage software. This is American. There is no American Dream trading software. There's broker software. What you see on my screen is TradingView. Right? So it's an independent software. You can download that. It's a subscription-based model. It'll run you 15, 17 bucks a month, roughly. It's a charting software first and foremost, but now you can link your brokerage account to it, which makes it nice. You can use that. All right. Is that regression channel part of? Yes, your futures membership does come with Coaches 3.0 indicators, and that is all included, right? And again, I don't even have everything loaded up on this right here, okay? You don't see in half this thing, this does, because I took a lot of it off, right? Anywho, all right, come back down here and put, so yeah, that's all you really need, your broker software, and you don't need TradingView. It's just, I like it, right? I didn't have TradingView when I first started. Couldn't see the point of paying for it, right? Well, I was starting out too. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? Kind of thing. But yes, you get these Coaches indicators come with the VIP gold, crypto, futures, and diamond memberships. Oops. I almost forgot. I got to go back here and do my little, oh, I lost my live. Ah, got it. I was talking. I forgot to go back over there and complete the puzzle. Oh, well. There's only 7 minutes left now anyway. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Anywho, we'll just go ahead and call it a weekend. How's that? Thank you all for being here. I just lost my TikTok feed because Mark didn't fill out the...
See what I mean, Mark?
What's that, Dave?
See what I mean?
What do you mean?
You ended early.
Well, it's because that's my fault. I didn't go back and complete the puzzle, because when I tried to complete it, the puzzle wasn't loaded. It was thinking.
I couldn't snipe these youngins.
Why? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, if you don't complete the puzzle in time, it just kicks you off. Anyhow.
All right.
I got to talking, Dave. That's why I don't trade my real account live, just for that very reason. Look at that, right?
You need a rest anyway.
I don't need a rest. I got to go out and start picking up brush and stacking it in a brush pile. It's all dark again.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. I'm going to get a couple more days of that, and I'll be done, hopefully. Hopefully.
Oh, fun.
Of course, the pile's getting so big now, I'm going to have to crawl my fat butt up on top of it and start jumping up and down on it, smash it down. Getting too high now, I can't throw stuff up there. See that, or I got to go bigger, and I really don't want to do that, but I might have to. We shall see. It's already huge. So, anyway. What else we got? I thank you all for being here. Have a great weekend. Hopefully everybody's going into the weekend green, because nothing sucks worse than having to go into the weekend red. Try never to do that. Better for your mental health to go into the weekend green versus red. So I'm glad you all could be here today. Hopefully you learned something this week. Hopefully you had a great week. Learned something new every day about day trading. Again, what we show you here is just the tip of the iceberg. If you really want to learn, suggest you grab those paid memberships. We currently have for $19 a premium membership. You get a 2-week free 2-week trial for $19, and after that it would renew at its normal rate of $125 a month. Are you able to afford a landscaper? Be quiet. Yes, I am, but I'm not allowed to have one. I'm her landscaper. Chris. Mustang Chris. Yeah, I'm not going down that road again. Yeah, I would have hired a tree trimmer to come out and do all that work. I just did 3,000 feet of tree line. Trimmed all the branches way up, about 5 feet up, so I don't bump my head when I'm mowing.
Quick question, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Miranda sent me a message. I'm sure it's from Bruno. She claimed my ticket, but it's asking me to put in all my information. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
Should be in your claim ticket. Should be at the very bottom of your Discord. I see a DPS ticket 5380. Is that you?
Yeah, but when I click it, it asks me for my information.
Miranda's in there typing as we speak, right there.
You can ignore that. Just type at the bottom. Do you see where it says message number and there's a gray box to type in there, just like you do in the Discord?
Yeah, like you're typing a text message?
Yeah. Just respond to him in there.
I didn't see the question. Oh, here it is. I see it. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Look at that. Another one of our helpful moderators. Always on the job, never sleeps, part of Team Sleep. All right. Anyway, you can grab that premium membership, which gets you training starting at $8.45. Buy that now, and for the next 2 weeks, starting Monday, you can join our live Zoom calls starting at 8:45 through 4 p.m. After the 2 weeks, your membership will automatically renew unless you cancel it for $125 a month. We also have our Diamond membership on down, depending on what kind of level of membership we want. Make sure you grab that free Discord while you're at it over on our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Get it today. All right, everybody have a great weekend. Hope you had a great week. Make sure anybody you come in contact this evening and the rest of the weekend that you would be a positive influence in their life, that you would interact with them in a positive, uplifting manner, because you never know what's hiding behind somebody's smile while they're talking to you. You may be their last hope of making a decision. So try to be the light in somebody else's life. I'm glad you all could be here. We are live 3 times daily, live from the coaches live from 9 to 11. I'm live from 2 to 4. And the aftermarket show, which is tonight at 5 p.m. Monday through Friday over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. I will see you Monday, same time, same bat channel. See ya.
Looking forward to your newsletter this weekend.